Hi and welcome to another fresh commentary. This time it's mid with Fleet Footwork against Malzahar. This is not going to be any kind of a guide or anything, but this is a really cool highlight of what it's like to fight summoners as fresh. Someone like Malzahar that uses Voidlings, and this particular Malzahar uses a lot of Voidlings. Auto attacks tend to be really good against pets because they usually one-shot them. And as an added bonus, pets drop souls. As a result, we go on hit. We take Wit's End. That's so we have magic resist against him, Azir, and Mordekaiser. I just remembered something funny about this game. We don't need magic resist against Azir for something we'll see in a bit. We can see he's already got his Dawn Blade with his Ezreal support. Very strange game. That's probably why it's not worth this being any kind of guide. But maybe you'll learn something. Maybe you will learn something if you want to play fresh mid. Normally I would take Predator, but Fleet Footwork is probably, even though I didn't mean to take it, is the better rune here because we need to sustain against his constant E harass and his constant crabs. See, we one-shot the crabs with our auto attacks, and fresh very good auto attacks. We've got attack speed rune, and we're going to be building more and more attack speed and on-hit effects. That's so we can kill them really easily. What I want you to notice is though, when we kill these crabs, okay, nothing happens here. But watch the crabs when they die. Because I was astounded to know that by 20 minutes I had about 130 souls. Okay, crabs dying, no souls yet. Currently we're just, as for what's going on in the game, I am just staying back out of Malzahar's harass range. Looks like he's just using E and W to poke. Not poke, but to push. To try to shove the wave down my side. There we go. Souls popping out of the crabs. So he's constantly pushing with that. He's not really poking with Q. And I'm usually out of range for him to do that anyway. AD Azir gets his first kill. And we can easily get 5 gold per crab as well. Plus the souls. Really good stuff. And what the great thing about that is that every time a crab dies, it's not like an individual chance to get a soul. No, it's a chance to get a soul. And if it doesn't get a soul, it will increase the chance on the next minion or thing that dies to give a soul. Assuming it's not a big minion or a champion. Like a cannon minion or a wolf, like the big wolf. So essentially, this means that over a long time or over many minions or whatever, you're always going to get souls at a very steady rate. That's why you always end up with about 100 at 20 something minutes. 22 minutes roughly if you're actively getting souls. Maybe less so if you're playing support because you tend to roam around a lot more. Essentially this increases our rate of soul collection. Which is why we're able to scale our on-hit and our armor so rapidly. This also means that we don't really need to build armor, although we might do later on. I can't actually remember our build. I started off going into Vampiceptor because I thought I needed a lifesteal, and then I thought, hang on, why don't I just buy Negatron Cloak and then sustain with Fleet Footwork. Even without without Fleet Footwork, I don't think Vampiceptor would have been the greatest idea, but in any case, we're going to keep farming, and it's a very, very chill lane right now. Malzahar is constantly pushing us in, but we're never quite into our tower, which is why he's not able to go roam. Maybe he just didn't think to go roam. Now that I'm able to push him because of his moment of absence, I try to go top lane, but unfortunately Mordekaiser is already pushed in and he's already got vision, and we're not going to be able to get that. Back to mid lane. Again, taking out the crabs with auto attacks. And they'll drop their souls there. I'm also going to try and deal a little bit of damage to Malzahar sometimes, and he decides he wants to ult me. So I immediately come out, Lantern Shield to soak up some of the damage, and then flay him away to stop any kind of follow-up auto attacks, I guess. What else was he going to do? And miss a cannon minion, great. You get the hook on Malzahar. Now, he might have had more health than me, but I've also got Ignite. Whereas he has Teleport. And I have lots of magic resist, attack speed, and plenty of souls. We have 42 souls right now, that's 42 on hit damage per attack. With our attack speed and base AD as well as the box damage and the ignite, that's definitely enough to kill this Malzahar. A bit greedy here. I pushed the lane, I believe I narrowly dodged an Ezreal, or maybe that's later, who knows. Anyway, we got our recurve bow now. We also have the extra dagger for the Wit's End, so we only need 400 gold to finish Wits, which is going to be an extremely good power spike. I know it's less beneficial for ranged champions, but that's just because ranged champions can apply it way more often than a melee champion. In any case, he continues spamming the crabs, which gives me more and more souls. Definitely something that not many people think of, especially when, you know, it's fresh mid we're talking about here. In any case, he uses his abilities, summons some more crabs, they get sent into the lane. I don't even touch them and they drop a soul. So really it is a feast of souls in this game, and it is absolutely splendid. I'm going to speed through it because not much happening. What's happening right now is that Azir has finished his Blade of the Ruined King. He's at 134 with the Ezreal, making his Sheen and Tia. Overall, the game is going a little bit weird right here. I end up walking into Trundle, who's in the bush, and I die. So we're just going to speed through that and pretend it never happened. On the upside, that was a fast recall that let me get my Wit's End. I've also got a Ruby Crystal. That's probably going to go into... Actually, I have no idea. But maybe a Spectre's Cowl. Given the amount of AP I thought they had. Given I might not have remembered that this Azir is in fact building AD. Which means that if he uses a soldier, his DPS goes to absolutely nothing. Assuming you're next to the soldier anyway. Still getting more souls, let's see. 66 at 14 minutes. I usually get this by about 17 minutes. Or around, yeah. Anyway, after shoving him in, we're going to go ahead and go bot lane. Ezreal is dead to our bot lane, but our bot lane die. Now, I'm sticking as close to the soldier as I can because I know that he's AD now. He summons a soldier by mistake. He is a... I remember because he had exactly 100,000 mastery points on Azir. And I know that there are definitely people out there who have way more than that. I understand. I appreciate that. But this particular guy might not have meant to summon that soldier. He is going in for a bit of a meme with the AD Azir. Also, you could say that I'm going for a bit of a meme with fresh mid. I'm actually doing really well. In any case, more souls. We get 2 souls off the dragon, don't forget that one. Malzahar, he went top lane, killed Rumble successfully. I did ping it, but it doesn't matter. Not that that's a blame, it's just, you know, I did my part. More crabs, more souls. He's starting to throw out the Qs. Malzahar definitely does not understand the consequence of his actions here. And I don't actually play Malzahar since his rework because I like AD Malzahar only. And Yorick has filled that void for me. So I don't really know what Malzahar's supposed to do in lane. I know that his Q probably has a high mana cost, but is it really normal to just spam crabs and E just to push lane? If it is, then maybe this is a counter pick. Who knows? Somewhat. Maybe less against a competent team and competent jungler, because 1 ult plus a jungler definitely means death. Who knows? Any case, we have our Wit's End, so we keep pushing. We push really fast with our attack speed. Finally join this fight with the Ezreal. Mostly just kind of wandering around the map where we might be needed. Now, Mordekaiser apparently disconnects here. I'm not sure if he comes back. I can't remember. Just going to keep pushing forward. 100 souls at 19 minutes. Definitely a record for me. My previous record would have been 20 minutes at most, or 21 minutes, something more like that. Malzahar around here. Let's get rid of this. Kind of moving forward, we have the magic resist from Wit's End that is going to help us approach Malzahar when needed, but of course we can always just back up and peel when needed as well. Attack speed is really good with that, and the magic damage is great for shredding down those tanks who have been building armor instead of magic resist. It's getting a ward on that dragon. Before shoving again with the wave and trying to back up Vi, and Malzahar dies. 110 souls right now. We're going to get a couple more from here. Slow motion just in time to show you how I steal the dragon. Although the real play there was from Volibear knocking up the Trundle. I missed my hook and it really hurt me to miss those souls, but maybe there are more important things that sold us at this point. Going after the Ezreal because I understand he is probably the bigger threat. Look at the terrible damage our AD is doing with the accidental soldier. Okay, now we're going to go ahead. Push up the mid lane. Rumble has opened up top turret. We do literally 0 damage because of Wit's End. It's lots of attack speed and not much power. We've bought actually our Rage Blade, which is going to multiply the on hits that we've got, including our souls, including our Wit's End. meaning more healing. Fortunately, Ezreal just kind of explodes Volibear despite my shield. Check out that attack speed on Nazir though. Then he accidentally summons a soldier and ruins it. Guy goes in on that. I think that's when I hooked him actually. I wasn't even looking, I was looking at Azir. But I think I hooked him and then Vio decided to switch over. Get some damage on him, but he flashes out before the box can touch. I think it's better, it's a habit for me to do the order like that, but I'm pretty sure that the combo for that is actually Q ultimate flay, not Q ER. It makes sense, you want to drag him into the box and then trap him in it, but if you do box whilst you're still dragging him, then you push him into it. I can't believe it's taken me so many years to figure that out, but there it is. I know that maybe not everyone's trying to do max damage with their Thresh combos, but that's what you should do if you want to make sure the box hits. You're stacking slows, but who cares? In the case with our Rage Blade, we're going to be outputting quite a lot of damage, although we're not going to have the highest damage on the team. That's one thing you have to understand. Other champions are going to do more damage than you, but you have a ton of usability. And the damage compared to other on-hit champions is still respectable. And of course, it depends how much you're actively in team fights. This entire game, we haven't really been harassing Malzahar. We've just been kind of farming for most of the lane phase. That's why the damage numbers at the end don't look that good. Especially because we build kind of bruiserish as well. We're not going to compare to the AD carry. Okay, fight goes on here. Vi goes on to Ezreal, I believe. Everyone goes a bit forward. Trundle is going to kill. Oh. The AD is there trying to do some work here. And then into the bush. Here we go. Q. Ultimate. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. You drag him into it. I do auto attack here because I'm used to AD attack patterns, but there we go. He's dead. Mid-End will help us shrug these off, as well as a bit of a shield. Lantern also gets us the soul there. Mid-End going to help us sustain up to 50% at least. Okay, for the rest of the runes, if I hold C, you can see them just about there. We have Overheal, Legend, Lifesteal, so this, and Relentless Hunter. These are actually AD fresh runes, not on hit. If you want to be on hit, change Relentless Hunter out for Ravenous Hunter, and you'll probably want Tenacity or Alacrity instead of Bloodline. Since we don't have any AD, Bloodline is kind of useless. For some reason, Pulsefire Ezreal doesn't seem to have his projectiles working in the replay. Yeah, we just started tanking it for fun. Right, get the soul from Blue Buff. We are currently 138 souls. We have hit a bit of a standstill because we stopped kind of farming, we started really team fighting, but that's a lot of souls. Oh yeah, on a bad day, 100 souls for 30 minutes is normal. Anyway, with the enemy on Baron, I decided to, since I'm not there, might as well keep pushing. Our team is dead anyway, so like, you know, what would me running up there to take the objective, take the jungle, before recalling to help with our teammates who have just freshly respawned. Looking at our build, we've now got Spirit Visage and Merc Tread, so we have magic resistance absolutely up the ass. Has Mordekaiser returned? What level is Mordekaiser? Okay, he's permanently AFK. Well, oh well. Mostly just want to see the fun of having so many souls. We don't need to build armor, because we have 157 already just from souls alone. Of course, it's quite rare to get to this point, but as long as you're taking care of your... So long as you're getting as many souls as you can, I was going to say, you can achieve these kind of numbers, although definitely not these particular kind of numbers unless you have a helpful Malzahar enemy kind of on your team. We're going to peel Kai'Sa. So here's what we do. It's kind of like normal, except you're going to also be also attacking the crap out of them with your nice, shreddy, rage bladey attacks. Hook him in, he can't do anything from there. Before then we were DPSing him. The cool thing about Bruiser Fresh like this with on hit is that you almost always win against AD carries. Unless they are, you know, like late game fed. Because your natural soul armor and on hits will usually overpower their squishy build as you reduce their damage. When they start to get things like Last Whisper, this can change. That's why I'm saying like late game AD carries, probably not. unless you have some help from your team. Again, pushing the side lanes, I wanted to get some more souls, and of course make some pressure as well on this tower that was still alive here. We have Cloud Soul as well. Ultimates are very plentiful in this game, and we have plenty of move speed as well from the Dragon Soul. Okay, now we start progressing to Frozen Mallet. Frozen Mallet is great because it's health and AD, which is of course never bad. Lots of health at that, and will give you a little extra utility on the passive. As the team just kind of goes forward, I go around the jungle. So let's... Oh, and Malzahar was here as well.
Too slow.
Now just catch the Mordekaiser, who had just come back. Going for the blind hook apparently, or was I going for the Raptors? Yeah, this is just the amount of power that you can get from 70 souls. I'd like to get to a fight where we actually do it. Most of it is just me walking around and hitting minions and wolves occasionally. Okay, here we go. I think me and AD Azir had not a rivalry, but we both were quote-unquote troll builds. I mean, he's 100% a troll build, but... So it was kind of funny to see these two on-hit dudes go at it. Yeah, that's what he's doing as well. Blade and King, Rage Blade, Wit's End. What on earth? In any case, Baron buff is up. We've got an inhibitor. He sweeps it, there's no vision. But the enemy comes in. And we know it. With Malzahar being caught out, we're able to just about kill him. I tried to leave it for Kai'Sa. Really, I probably should have double queued anyway. With Malzahar down, that's a very easy way for us to get a Baron. And take the ward out even though we can't see anything because it's a control ward. And then try to hook, but go right between them. Not that they could stop the Baron anyway. And we're going to go ahead, go back and finish our Frozen Mallet. Now we have slows. This means that when we hook onto someone and we latch onto them and we flay them, they're going to be slowed for a very, very long time so long as they are in our clutches. It'll be very hard for them to escape us, given as well flay, given as well box. Not talking about stacking slows, but definitely the extra slow and Frozen Mallet can help us do some fun setups. Especially auto attack into Q when flay isn't available, or auto attack into flay just to guarantee it. But all in all, the stats on their own are usually good enough. We're going to push up. Really looking at Azir, who is carry here. He does have 13 kills with that build. I do make a catch, pop onto him, and then bam, he's dead. The natural tankiness of Thresh with a lot of souls is always such a good thing. We're going to get all 4 of those souls in one lantern, very nice. Before trying to smack this inhibitor as well. We kind of split up though, so we have to back up. With Elder Dragon up, it's an easy objective for us as they have to defend. And we can use this to now close the game out. And speed up to the next team fight, because really that's where it's all going to end. Unless we all die. Actually, it looks like some of us die here. Oh boy, yep, Volibear goes a bit too forward. Minions die. Try to go up here. We get the inhibitor. And then get out of there. Trundle, very hard on the commit. Vi going for the Azir. Kai'Sa kind of caught out. Throw out a lantern just for the sake of it. Maybe Ezreal can take it if he wants. Nope. Vi's still alive with HG8. The Trundle, very, very powerful. Wow, even the Trundle pole isn't showing. Just going to hit him twice and then flash away. As you do. Whilst I push up top lane a little bit before going back to recall. We'll take blue buff. We'll take Grump. We'll take Wolves. And then recall. Never mind. Looks like the final battle's approaching now. Who needs to recall when you're full build? Although I do have a stopwatch just kind of sitting around. Okay, here we go. We got good initiation. I mean, really, we don't lose this game. Like, you wouldn't lose this game. They have a 0 AD carry. Catch him. I don't go through because I don't want to die. Although maybe I should have, since Vi did. Anyway, Trundle jumps in on the carry. We peel him off with ease. That's a double kill. Meanwhile, Vi gets a second double kill. And now it's just Malzahar left. And he's going to be easily taken out by the Muramana Kaiser. Whilst the incredible armor we've got, 225 souls, 209 armor without any armor items, and we took so little damage from that tower. Well, maybe this wasn't anything too exciting, but it's definitely exciting to see how many souls you can get fighting a Malzahar lane. Definitely consider taking Thresh if you have him in mind as a little bit of a troll pick for fun, or maybe not a troll pick, but just a fun pick, let's say. That's a little less offensive. If you want to play a fun pick and you're up against someone like Yorick, Malzahar, or any other kind of summoner, try him out if you've got the confidence. If you don't think you can pull it off, play him in the support role and see how that goes. And if you feel like you want to take it to the next level of difficulty, go ahead and play him in top lane. Anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.